This conversation is powered by Google Illuminate. Check out illuminate.google.com for more.
Hey everyone, welcome to the discussion. Today we're diving into a paper about using artificial intelligence to make online learning more engaging. It's all about something called generative co-learners. Sounds kind of sci-fi, right? What's the big idea here?
The core idea is to tackle the loneliness and lack of interaction that often plague online learning. The paper argues that cognitive presence, really understanding the material, and social presence, feeling connected to others, are key to successful learning, and these are harder to achieve in asynchronous online courses. Generative co-learners aim to fix that. So how exactly do these generative co-learners work? Is it like having virtual classmates?
Exactly. The system uses AI to create virtual classmates, co-learners who interact with the real student. These aren't just bots. They share their screens, show webcam views, and even have little animated actions like stretching or taking notes to make it feel more like a real study group.
That's pretty neat. How do they actually help with learning? Do they just chat about random things?
No, they're designed to help with both cognitive and social presence. For cognitive presence, they offer help when the student gets stuck, share notes, and even let the student highlight parts of a video lecture and ask questions about them. So like a virtual tutor, but with a group dynamic?
Kind of. It's more collaborative. They can participate in group chats, answer questions, and even offer different perspectives on the material. For social presence, the whole point is to reduce that feeling of isolation.
I see. So it's not just about the information, but also about the social aspect of learning. Did the study show this actually works?
The study, while small, only 12 participants, showed promising results. Students reported feeling more connected, engaged, and that they understood the material better when using the generative co-learner system.
That's encouraging. But were there any downsides or limitations to the study?
Definitely. The small sample size is a big one. Also, the study only looked at a short learning session, and the participants were all computer science students. More research is needed to see how well this scales to larger groups and different subjects. Makes sense. What about the technical side? How complex was it to build this system?
It's a full stack web application using various AI tools like GPT-4 for text generation and speech to text to speech for audio interactions. It's not a simple project, but the paper provides some details on the architecture.
So it's not something you could just whip up in a weekend. What were some of the key features that seemed to make the biggest difference?
The ability to highlight parts of a video and get immediate feedback was a big hit. The group chat also seemed to foster a sense of community. Even the simple animations of the co-learners seemed to make a difference.
Interesting. Did they find any unexpected results or challenges during this study?
One interesting finding was that while social presence improved, the actual learning gains weren't significantly better than a simpler system without the AI interactions. This suggests that while the social aspect is important, there's still room for improvement in how the system directly supports learning.
So it's not a magic bullet for better grades, but it could make the learning experience more enjoyable and less isolating.
Exactly. The paper suggests future work could focus on things like incorporating more vicarious learning, learning by watching others, providing more customized feedback, and addressing potential ethical concerns around using AI to simulate human interaction.
Ethical concerns. What kind of ethical concerns?
Well, these AI co-learners are pretty realistic. There are concerns about potential misuse, like creating deepfakes or misleading students. The paper rightly points out the need for ethical guidelines.
That's a really important point. So, what's the overall takeaway from this research?
Generative co-learners show promise in making asynchronous learning more engaging and less isolating. It's not a perfect solution, but it highlights the potential of AI to improve the online learning experience. More research is needed, especially on scalability and ethical considerations.
This has been a fascinating discussion on generative co-learners. Thanks for sharing your insights.